This is your writer, Anthony L. Kelly, right here. Check it out. These are my books. Mac, Jaja, book, Sunshine. And this is my first book published, Saving Miss Caroline. And this is my latest, El Manic. Go check this book out, man. This is a nod at hip-hop on its 50th anniversary. This is a nod to one of the illest MCs to ever do it, Nasir Jones. This is me shedding the light on mental illness. I'll leave all the links in the description box. Salute to everybody who's ever supported me, man. Y'all go support your boy, Anthony.
I agree. So, yeah, let's talk about Ghostface, man. Ghostface is, I guess his estranged son, which Hollywood Unlocked has a picture up there, and it's a weird picture. If you guys can see it on the screen there. But he's pretty much coming at his pop. He wrote like a little small dissertation to his dad, and he put, I had never been the type to go online and talk about my personal life, my family, or my emotions. However, today, I'm giving you an inside look into my broken heart because I'm feeling more lost and hopeless than I've ever been. And he adds Ghostface Killah. I really don't want to do this, but at this point, I'm tired of keeping quiet to save your reputation. I'm tired of the pain. My heart has been aching and longing to be loved by you, my father, for way too long. So since you're unreachable, perhaps this will get your attention. I haven't had a full conversation with you or seen you in over 15 years. You haven't once tried to reach out to me, to see me. I'm really to see how I'm doing or how I'm feeling. I have messages that literally show me reaching out to you and receiving no response for over a decade. The legend that you all love, Ghostface Killah, is the full definition of a deadbeat. Dad, you let us live without light, gas, or even communication from you for years. You have all this coin, and yet you allow my uncles to clean up your mess. I have lived in a shelter for almost a year in 2020 during COVID, and you haven't reached out once to help me or to see if I was even alive. Your daughter is mentally ill, and you haven't even come to make sure she's okay or give her help. You do not give a damn about your children. It's time to lay this shit on the table, right? He goes, growing up, your cold shoulder made me scared of not only myself, but of the world. I was never comfortable around you or my brothers when I was a kid, but at least my brothers grew up to accept me for their own. I felt unprotected my entire life, and I couldn't even fully chase my dreams because I was so afraid of who I was. And I just kept trying to make everyone happy and to be someone I wasn't. Even though it was obvious I was pretending, right? For many years, you made me hate myself until I developed courage to snap the F out of it and realize that there was nothing wrong with me, but there was everything wrong with you. I can't even say you're only a deadbeat to me because I'm gay, because you're a deadbeat to all of your kids, some more than others. But what I have been seeking is the answer is why. It is because your father, is it because your father turned his back on you? Why do you love everyone but your kids? It's backwards, it's ugly, it's hurtful, and it's humiliating. I'm tired of you ignoring us. I'm tired of you acting like we don't exist. I'm tired of you. Just the last couple paragraphs here. Putting everyone else but your kids what makes you more of a shame. In fact, that you know you have grandchildren and can make up for all the lost time with us, and still you choose not to. This S makes no sense. For the people reading this, I really want you to understand I'm not looking for attention or sympathy from anyone. I'm looking for attention for my father, right? The one who brought me into this world. Why have kids if you're not going to take care of them? Daddy, we need you. Not your money, but your heart, your attention, your love. I hope you change your ways and realize that you have some beautiful and talented children out here with deep voids in their heart because you have been missing. You've ghosted us. Wow. For way too long. And he also shows numerous text messages apparently of him reaching out to his father, Ghostface. And I'm gonna say alleged because I really don't know. That's his father, but we're gonna go for his word for this. That's a lot there, obviously, to digest. Yeah. And almost whoever this person is, they can write. Mm-hmm. They need to write a book or something, you know what I mean? But all jokes aside, what's your thoughts on this situation? Obviously, you said his son is admitting that he's gay.
Right.
What's your thoughts on what I read there?
Yo, it's deep.
Yeah, it's deep, boy.
It's
These
definitely
deep words.
Definitely deep, and you know, here you got to be careful because those type of emotional paragraphs can trigger a lot of things in people, right? And can automatically give emotional responses without taking a step back and understanding there's always two sides to every story. There's always more to the story than just one emotional side. Now, if this young man went through what he's saying he went through, this is a story of a lot of us out there, and not us, luckily, but a lot of men out there
Right.
who never had their fathers. Now, we all have interesting dynamics with our fathers. We can all, as men, sit down and have a round table on a relationship we had with our fathers, whether they were there or whether they weren't. But at the same time, you have to grow up and become your own man and understand that you can't allow those excuses to define who you are anymore, right? It is damaging. It does have an effect. Some people need to talk about it. Some people need some type of alternative release for them to get over it. I'm not sitting here trying to sympathize or be, you know what I mean, non-empathetic to anybody's situation. But man, oh man, first off, I can't respect any man that doesn't take care of their kids.
Real talk.
I just can't. And I'm not saying this is Ghostface, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that because I don't know. I wasn't there. But I don't care if you're my brother, like, and I will tell you,
right?
If you got babies out there,
come on,
you're not taking care of them. Something ain't fucking right. One, how can I help you get over that shit to where we can get you to see your baby? And if you don't want to, bro, I can't be around you because I just can't respect that. So if there's men out there not taking care of their kids, no matter what the baby mama's doing, I don't care about none of that shit. Take care of your kids, dog, because this type of stuff does happen. And I'm not saying that young man's a homosexual because he didn't have his dad around, but I'm sure he had some questions on some manly shit and was looking at his dad be a superstar, be Tony Stark. I've met Ghostface. Ghostface was cool as hell with me.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most humble dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And to hear this and to know that people perceive him like that and his son has to see something different, that can have some effects, man. So it's sad all around.
Yeah.
You can't speculate and can't throw Ghostface under the bus right now or act like this dude is lying. We just gotta talk about it. I mean,
and that's what I say. I would definitely love to hear Ghostface's side of the story. He may not respond, but if you do respond to your son. You ain't gotta come on and prove nothing to us, because people are gonna have their perceptions of you, you know, regardless of whatever the case may be. But like you said, let's just deal with these facts. I despise a dude who will bring kids in this world, you know, and would just leave them. Yeah. And again, I don't know if that was Ghostface yet. We don't know that yet. We're just going off, you know, I'm just in general. It was one of the worst things ever, I think, that you can do. It's almost like you're leaving them for dead at the end of the day. As much money as it takes to take care of your children, and not even the money part. He said, he said, forget the money. He want emotional support. He wants somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? Like you said, advice when you need manly things is going on. Maybe he was dealing with himself, you know, sexual issues that he wanted to talk to pops about that his mom really couldn't, you know, talk about. So I feel him on that. I feel him 100%, 130, you know, % on that. And it's just like, I just hope that what he's saying isn't real about Ghostface, because what's the excuse? What's really the excuse? You know, a lot of people, I get it. You know, they put their career before a lot of stuff, sometimes even their family, because they're trying to make it, quote unquote, make it. I do get that, but you have to find a healthy balance. And sometimes you might be, I know guys that are away from home 3 weeks at a time. If you're in the military, you're probably gone for a long time, you know, months at a time. But you got to find that healthy, you know, balance in that whole thing. And that can't be something that you're going to do forever. Maybe you got to put 10 years of that type of schedule in. But to go for, you know, long periods of time and just leave your kid for dead and say, look, fuck it, I'm not taking care of him. That's disgusting. Yeah. That's totally disgusting. It's totally uncalled for. And if that's the case, his ass need to be called out, bro. I don't care who will see. We get confused and, you know, there's a star of this person. You said that he was great to you, and I believe that. But what does that mean if he ain't take care of his kids? Nothing. And we know people out there that, you know, they online, they gallivant, they doing all this shit like they these shit. But they kids, we know damn well, they kids ain't got no, you know, sneakers. They got holes in their sneakers. The mom is pleading and begging with them to give, the kids money for school clothes and shit to eat and shit like that. And he refuses to do it for whatever reason. I don't care what relationship I'm gonna have with a woman. I don't care. I'm taking care of my kids, bro. I'm taking care of my kids. You can't let a woman, cause that'll be some guy's excuse. Oh, but you ain't wanna. Nah, you fight for your kid. You go to court. You do what you got to do to fight for your kid. Don't let no woman take your kid away from you, bro. That's no excuse.
The man is too important, and we devalue ourselves when we do that whack, corny ass shit like that. And even for the people that travel, right? Because there's plenty of brothers out there that are on the grind in the military and spend time away from their kids. You know what I mean? In entertainment or whatever the case may be, they got to spend time away from their kids, but their kids know they love them.
Oh yeah, there you go.
2 weeks away from my kids.
Yep.
Couple months ago in March, and it sucked for me, and it sucked even worse for them because I wasn't there. But every day they knew I loved them.
Yep.
They knew I was coming home, and they knew that I was out there, and a piece of me was back home with them. They knew it. You know what I'm saying? So your kids know, okay, yeah, daddy got to go out, and it may be tough not seeing him all the time, and I miss his physical presence, but I know he's there. I know he cares. I know I could pick up the phone and call him at any second of the day, and he'll get to me. That shit's important, and if they feel neglected by that, then shame on any man that can do that to a kid, man, because the fucking dad is important, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Can't stress that enough.
Yeah. And I hope that, this young brother finds, what he's looking for. I hope that they can, one day come back, and say, look, we good. We had a situation, but we're good. But it seems like this is, I hear a lot of stuff like this in the industry. A lot of kids out of wedlock and stuff like that. But I think, to me, I ask you this question, right? If this is true, and we're just going with hypotheticals here, does this totally ruin your image of who Ghostface is to you? Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's ruined images of my best friends.
Yeah.
People that I actually know and genuinely care about to this day.
Right.
It's ruined relationships like that because they couldn't step up and take care of their business as a man and take care of their kid. The shit is real for me. Like, it's personal.
Right.
I don't know why, but we grew up in a situation where the men were important. And we knew what type of value they had on our lives. The women as well, and just as equally. But the men were important, dog.
Yeah.
And we were always raised, you take care of your responsibility. You take care of your responsibility as a man. That's why I respect the hell out of you. Behind the scenes, y'all don't even know how deep this brother is. But, man, don't be a man of your kids, bro. Be a man of your kids.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's really it, man. Like, just take care of the seeds. That's all. And last question. Do you think there's any, because I know I'm sure many brothers in the comments are going to say, oh, well, my girl won't let me or whatever. Is there any excuse for a man not to take care of his kids?
Zero.
You're
a man. You're a fucking man.
Right.
There is no excuse. I don't care how loud her bark is. I don't care how bad her bite hurts. You deal with that shit as a man and you take care of your kids. We can sit back and have a conversation about testimonies if you want to. First-hand accounts on what we did as brothers to take care of our kids. So don't sit back and act like we don't know. I'm not saying anything not out of experience.
Right.
I got very tight experience with this situation in particular. Take care of your kids. There's absolutely zero excuse.
Facts.
Zero.
I agree. But yeah, man. I guess that's it. That's it today. I was trying to see if we had anything else thrown there for the last few minutes, but that's it today. Here on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We'll definitely be back with you guys, tomorrow. Once again, rest in peace, Tina Turner. If you're seeing this video, be sure to check out other videos on the channel because we definitely talked about Tina Turner dying peacefully at her home after a battle with some sort of disease they don't really list. But that's your brother Sam Ant for our Hip Hop News. I'm your brother Oh God. Hip Hop News Uncensored together with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast.